Hey, 8th grade, we're going to talk about writing equations in slope-intercept form. So to remember, what is slope-intercept form? Good, it's that y equals mx plus b. So to review, if I have a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of 4, how would I plug that into my equation? Well, I'd say m is my slope, so I'd say y equals 2x, and my y-intercept is b plus 4. And that would be my equation. And it's as easy as that. So we know how to do that. That's what we practiced in the classwork. Today, we're going to take it a step further. And we're going to say, maybe I have the slope, which sometimes is called the gradient. I know on mathletics, it'll be called the gradient. So that's not to be confused, but it's the same thing. And then maybe they don't give me the y-intercepts, but they give me some point, xy, that the line passes through. And it always passes through the y-intercept, so that's one point it passes through. For this one, it would have been 0, 4. So if they'd given us 2 and 0, 4, we could have come up with this equation. In fact, let's try that out. So we have the slope of 2, and it passes through the point 0, 4. So I start with my equation, y equals mx plus b, and I plug in what I know, slope 2. And then I have this point, which is x comma y. So I can plug these values in for x and y to solve for that y-intercept, i.e. b. So I plug in 4 equals 2 times 0 plus b. Or I say 4 equals 0 plus b. 4 equals b. And now I know I have that equation y equals 2x plus 4, which is the same thing we got when they just told us the y-intercept was 4. So that's kind of our helpful hint here, is when x equals 0, then y is automatically the y-intercept, which we represent with b. So let's try another one together. So we'll say the slope is 3, and it passes through the point 2 comma 1. So this one, we don't have any 0 in the x value, so we know that this is not the y-intercept. So we're going to actually have to do a little work. So we start with what we know, which is the equation, y equals mx plus b, and we plug in that we know the slope is 3. Then we say, okay, it passes through this point, xy, which we know is 2, 1, so let's plug in those values for x and y. Y is 1 equals 3 times 2 plus b. I go ahead and multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus b equals 1. I subtract that 6 to the other side to cancel them out so I can solve for b. And I get that b equals negative 5. I'm not done because I need to write it in that y equals mx plus b format. And we said m was 3, so now I have 3x minus 5. That is my answer. Okay? Try the next two on your own. So we'll do when the slope is 3 and it passes through negative 2 comma 5. Try that one. So I should have gotten y equals 3x plus 11. And then we'll try this last one on our own as well, where slope is -1 and it passes through the point 4, -7. So try that one out. Be careful with your integers here. And I should get my final answer is y equals -1x minus 3.